Pregnant again. So
Your Honor, that is not my...
Miss Aisha secretly filed a case against her ex-husband William, but as the truth unraveled, things got a lot messier than she expected. She moved on to a new man.
Okay, Miss Ghost, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
You brought this case before the court. What's going on?
Well, we have a 1-year-old daughter named Alexis Ray. We're not together anymore. We were married for 2 years. We divorced because I like women.
Yet somehow still feels entitled to drag her ex into court. The audacity is unreal. She claims he don't do nothing for his little girl, but let's break this down.
I want to put him on child support. He don't do nothing for his little girl. So that's basically.
Okay. So you all divorced, have a 1-year-old.
Yes, ma'am.
And you want him to pay child support?
A divorce, a 1-year-old child, and a demand for child support, before even addressing what he does or doesn't do as a father. But what really stands out?
Straightforward. Sir, what do you have to say about that?
Your Honor, I don't have a problem paying child support, you know.
Her carefree attitude after throwing him into this legal battle.
You know, she did leave me for somebody else. She cheated on me throughout our relationship and things like that.
That's another court that has nothing to do with me. Continue.
Yes, ma'am. You know.
William has no problem supporting his daughter as long as she's actually his. But Aisha's surprise court filing has left him speechless, turning...
I only make $16 an hour, ma'am, as a warehouse supervisor, so it's really hard to make the ends meet. So I don't know how much I can give. You know, it's expensive to live where we live.
What should be a straightforward case into a legal roller coaster with more twists than a soap opera. Let's be real. He makes $16 an hour. That's hardly the kind of income that justifies being dragged into court out of nowhere. So who's really in the right? William, who has every...
Well, according to the documents you provided, you made $18 an hour, not $16.
Oh.
So
he's
you
also
don't know
a liar,
how much you
Your
made?
Honor.
Reason to push back, or Aisha, who seemed to forget what shared responsibility means the moment she walked out. Right now, it's anyone's guess. The judge caught his slip-up instantly and made it...
I was mistaken. I apologize.
Oh, okay. But you get a check every month, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Y'all made the perfect couple. You're the liar, she's the...
Clear. Honesty is the only way forward. But let's be real. Even if he did fudge a detail or two, would it really change the bigger picture? Damn. The judge went in on both of them, and honestly, not without reason.
That's the particulars. He lied. I didn't cheat on him.
Okay, well, we already established that he lies. I mean...
Oh, yeah, see, I told you he was a liar.
Well, I mean, you didn't even have to tell me that.
You knew that, right?
I don't know how you do it every single time.
What do you...
You know, what I don't need you all to do is address each other. You all will address me. There's obviously a reason that you're no longer married. Okay?
They're a perfect match, just not in a way that actually works. One spins tall tales, the other plays the cheating game. Talk about losing credibility in an instant. And Aisha?
In terms of health care, who pays it for this child?
He pays it.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, she's
on his Medicaid.
Okay, so...
She's not letting that slide. This man really tried to lie over a $2 difference. That's stupidity on another level.
With you, but...
Yes, ma'am.
And the child is on Medicaid?
Yes, ma'am.
So, are you paying Medicaid yet, or you haven't started paying them?
Yes, ma'am. I am paying for the child's health care right now.
He's barely scraping by as it is, yet he's still covering his kids' Medicaid bills. So why is Aisha even here? What's left?
You understand that Medicaid has to be reimbursed to the state, and you're going to have to start paying child support at $18 an hour. You understand that, right?
To squeeze out of his wallet. Spare change. No wonder the judge looks baffled. But hold up. There's a catch, and it's not looking good for William.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. You looked real depressed just then. I mean, did I say something wrong?
No, ma'am. It's just... I just know how much it's going to hurt, ma'am. That's all.
Know how much is what is going to hurt you?
The child support hit.
A whole year of payments wiped out, yet somehow the balance still favors her. If he couldn't handle the responsibility, maybe he should have thought twice before having a kid, especially with someone like Aisha. And as for her, Zero accountability.
You understand that, Mom, are you working?
No, ma'am.
Why aren't you working? Why aren't you working?
I mean, I just don't work.
Just sit back, do nothing, and let the ex foot the bill.
Want to work, but you think that he is solely responsible for taking care of your 1-year-old?
Well, she lives with me, so I take
excuse
care.
me, I was talking thanks. If she does live with you, yes, she does.
Yes, I don't work because I'm entitled to live carefree and dump all the responsibility on my ex. Aisha has certainly been enjoying every bit of it.
You will be obligated to pay child support because of that. But you also need to be working too.
Yes, ma'am.
So, are you going to come back in here next time with some proof of looking for a job?
Oh, yes, ma'am, I will, and I'm currently pregnant again.
The entitlement is unreal, and the worst part, one more slip-up from William, and she might have actually gotten away with it. At this point,
We might
Your
be
Honor,
for
that is not my child.
Oh, that was my next question, but
I ain't touched her in like almost a year.
okay, that is good information to know.
simple yes would have wrapped things up. But nope, Aisha had to drop another bombshell completely out of left field. Wait, what? She says she's into women, but now she's pregnant. Make it make sense. And why even bring this up?
It's nothing to do with this because a child that is not born is not a child within existence at this moment, so therefore child support can be determined anyway.
We'll be back though.
You'll be back for
We'll be
that
back.
child. Okay, well when you return, we will discuss
somebody
that.
else.
In court when it has nothing to do with William. Looks like she's setting the stage for another child support check. Next voice, at. This point, it's crystal clear. Aisha isn't here for justice. She's here to drain every last dollar from William's...
We'll be back with you.
Well, sir, just make sure you know, I just want you to know that you do have the right to get a DNA test.
Oh, really?
Yes, you have a right to get a DNA test on that child that she's pregnant with, just to make sure if she does bring you back.
already limited income. But the judge wasn't having it. Instead, they threw William a lifeline. A solid piece of advice that just might save him from her greed next time around. Smart move. If she drags him back to court again,
It's not your child, you won't be placed on child support.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, you understand
But
that?
it's your child, so don't worry about that.
Ma'am, I don't need you addressing him, okay? And as of right now, we don't know whose child it is. When I say we, I'm speaking about the court. We don't know whose child it is because you're currently pregnant. He hasn't had an opportunity of doing DNA.
at least he'll have some solid ground to stand on. And now, the real kicker. How can the child be his? Is this woman serious? Making baseless claims like that in a courtroom, no less?
$18 an hour. What is your work week? And truthfully, how many hours do you work a week?
Roughly 60 hours a week, ma'am.
Okay, you told the truth about that. I just have to verify everything that you say from now on.
Wonder the judge suddenly dropped a hint for William next. Too bad that won't help him now. The judge is already moving on to child support details, and William's face says it all. He knows he's in deep financial trouble.
$380 amount, you're going to be responsible for paying that for the past 12 months. Yeah. You're looking real confused right now. That's the
Not
law.
confused, concerned.
But let's be real, he should have thought about that before having a kid. That child support figure. Brutal. The judge showed some mercy.
That's a gift, okay?
Definitely.
So, the back pay that she requested for the past 12 months would bring your back pay, is also known as retroactive child support, $6,600.
But his clueless mistake still cost him. In the end, the judge had no choice but to rule in Aisha's favor, locking him into monthly payments.
I'm going to make that payable at $100 per month. So your new child support obligation is going to be $480.72 a month.
The one silver lining? The judge shut down Aisha's next scheme, warning William to get a DNA test before she drags him back into court for baby number 2. At least, now he's got a shot at dodging another financial ambush. Again, Your Honor, that is not my child.